but are not taking time to be what? Potential Mrs. Right. My wife shared with you somebody that was crying. God had revealed to her about this brother, a man of God, and maybe all that fascinated her was his tongues, the kind of tongues the brother was speaking. I said, this one will, if I'm in marriage, this one will be praying over me before, and he will pray and pray till I sleep off and wake up again. It doesn't happen like that all the time. Oh, there are times you'll be the one to lay hands on your husband. Oh, hello, ask us. There are times when I'll wake up, my wife's hands are on me, and she has been praying in the spirit for a while, and I just wake up. I just wake up to find her hands on me praying. And so don't go into marriage expecting somebody that will just carry you on your shoulder and it will be joy, it will be happy ever after. Prepare yourself for war. Amen. So the first thing, be the right person. Build yourself up. Prepare yourself to be the right person for that person. Because if the wrong person marries the right person, the whole thing is wrong. So the two of you must be right. It must be the right maid, the right lady, and it must be the right man. So it is when you have taken time and you yourself, you have done work on yourself. And you have taken time to do work on yourself. You know, one of the things I've noticed is that the young ladies are not engaging the older ladies as it used to happen in our time. Oh yes, you should engage them. The book of Titus makes it clear. Let the older woman do what? Teach. But how do you teach somebody who is running away from you? You are the one that is running after, until I would have come. The only thing is that I'm very busy for the next 3 weeks. We see such. So it is after that then choosing the right person. So number one, be the right person. Let the Lord prepare you. Read books. But don't read just any book. There are many books that are very toxic. And please, I beg you, we'll talk on social media later. Don't live your life on the social media. It doesn't help you. Social media is good to some extent, but it's very toxic. And I beg some of you, your whole life story is always on social media. You say, what are you thinking now? And yeah, you are there exposing all that you are thinking. Do you know that some armed robbers were caught? I don't know how many of you read about this. And when they were confessing, they said that, how did we know about her movement? We didn't know the movement. It was on social media. It was on Facebook. We saw it. There's a place that says, so what are you thinking now? Some of these things were not designed by Christians. They were designed, where they are going, we have not gotten there. But we are overtaking them. We are overtaking them. We know the intentions of all this social media thing. Let me tell you, clear call. The intention of social media at the end of the day is not pure. The end of it is not pure. But the only thing is that we shall use it for the glory of God. We shall make use of it for the glory of God. But the bad ones we shall discard. Now, so there's a need to, 1, be the right person. 2, choose the right person. 3, make necessary and adequate preparations for marriage, not just for wedding. Because many people make a lot of effort to prepare for wedding. But wedding is just one day at the most. By the time you declare a whole week for your wedding, people will ask you whether you don't have anything doing. Monday, visit to this. Tuesday, what do you call it? Bridal shower. Wednesday, a groom's shower. Thursday, and then the whole of the week, you have one activity or the other. All these things are not necessary. But if you are having it, some people have found a way of making it spiritual. Okay, fine. But what I want to tell you is that the time you should be sober in your life is when you are getting married. And let me leak a secret to you. If I have time, I will mention it later on. On your wedding day, is a day of battle. There are people that come that you don't know their intentions. There are people that carry luggages on their wedding day that it takes a lifetime to offload. But when the presence of God has stuffed the place, then there are certain operations of darkness that are automatically disarmed. And please don't follow your friends. Don't compare. Those who compare themselves with themselves are not wise. Don't go wedding after wedding picking the things that you are going to add to your own. And this one, I like this one. I will do it on my own. Spend a lot of time to pray. Spend a lot of time to seek the face of the Lord. The closer you are to your wedding time, the more of the fasting and prayers you should have. And God has helped your own generation. You can pray over the phone. In our time, all that we'll do is letter. And when you write letter, it will take 3 weeks for the postmaster to deliver it. Or 1 month. Some of them will even miss. And then by the time they reply you. And but now you can hold discussions. You can have Bible study. Please, those are the aspects of social media we shall make good use of. But the destructive aspect, we won't even touch them. Now, when you are talking about, I said not every woman is... No, let me talk to the ladies first. Now, not every man is a husband material. And not every man is a husband material for you. Do you understand? Now, like somebody said, somebody has to marry somebody. Now, for you, there's a husband material. And as much as lies in you, and let me say this, all these things we are talking about, don't let them put pressure on your mind. It's not that the only topic of prayer you have is that. I would have preferred a situation whereby, depending on your interaction with God, your transactions with God. One thing I remember Piety told us, he said, don't spend all your time praying about future partner. He said, just look for a period. Dedicate it in fasting and prayer. Seek the Lord, transact with the Lord, seal it and forget it there. It will come at his own time. Let me give you my own story. When I've shared it with some people before, when it was time for me to marry, I separated some days to seek the Lord. I mean, in those days, nobody questioned me. I can say I'm going somewhere and I may not return and nobody will ask me a question. So I set some days to seek the face of the Lord. And the first day, I still remember the picture. And there is something I want to draw out. The first day of the fast, as I sat down on the chair in my room, and I was praying, and the word of the Lord came to me clearly and said, but I have already given you the person you will marry. So like somebody said, who? And the Lord mentioned her name. Then I said, I was doubting. I said, God, but I said some days to fast. This is just the first day. The Lord said, because you have many things to do for me. You have many things that should occupy your attention. I don't want married matters to take your time and attention. I am telling you now so that I can move on to other things.